guys, welcome back to Irene Tarot Card. I'm Bren, a Hungarian full-time artist living with a chronic illness here in Australia. I hope you've had a great couple weeks since my last video, if you happen to watch that video. In this past week also, I worked on this piece right here, which is a birch tree piece I call Standing Tough. I absolutely love working on birch paintings, and regardless of some health issues that I've had lately, this was no exception. I loved working on it, so you'll see the process of that during this video. Otherwise, in the last couple weeks, I had to buy some new plants because I had to swap out some indoor plants and repot some with Jazz. So we went to a nursery, picked up some plants and did that together. We also had a lovely dinner and drinks night with some friends, which went into the late hours, which was fantastic. Other than that, we kind of had a lot of appointments and things like that going on in the last couple of weeks. I had a lot of things happening with my Crohn's and everything, which is no fun, but it is what it is. I did, however, want to get on top of a nice cleaning reset for the house. So I filmed a little bit of that process as well. And later in the video, I'll share with you a recipe which I made for a weeknight dinner of crispy skinned salmon with couscous, which was absolutely lovely. Things I didn't film were obviously my appointments. I had a root canal done, which was, great fun. I also started therapy with a psychologist who also has a degree in nursing. And it's become quite apparent that I have a lot of trauma I haven't dealt with regarding some near-death experiences and many Crohn's surgeries that I've had done. So yeah, that is what it is. But footage-wise, the week started with editing last video that I've posted. And editing usually takes me a full day's work. So all of Friday before the Saturday that the video went up, I was basically editing and working on that. To add, because that's the second video track.
Very good.
Yeah. You're helping me, aren't you? Then to start the painting, on a night when Jay and I were just having a wine together and relaxing, I thought I'll do a night session of painting with a very rough background and just basically mapping where the trees will go. So Jazz, Jay and I headed to a local nursery. I had to swap out a couple plants I had to floor my bamboo because it was getting way too tall for the bench. Jazz wanted to buy a plant and repot it for her room. I needed a fern for the lounge room. So yeah, we went for a look-see, bought some plants, repotted them, and yeah, rearranged our little indoor plant setting a bit. Not toxic, okay.
I might get this for the lounge room to put as an extra one in there.
Well, there's a couple
Yeah.
at the end,
But they're not, yeah.
It's only one in the one pot. But
I'll have a look at that one, bub.
I love these.
Yeah, they're beautiful as well.
Is that
Still no.
is that enough?
Oh, this is so dry. My God. How big is it? Yeah, maybe a tiny bit more. Beautiful, Jazz. Well done. Beautiful. Okay. All right.
put all the stones in the thing there, because that helps the water flow and the roots.
Where the bamboo was. Oh, it's so weird not having a tall plant there.
Yeah, but it'll be better.
So weird. Oh, we didn't take the sticker off the back of it. That's all right. It does fit okay. That looks all right, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think, Kimber? You're not to scratch at it. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what I wanted, for it to be kind of up a bit, you know? Yeah.
Then on the painting, I wanted to refine the background a bit and start on some groundwork. And I had quite a few days away from the painting. And one late night, I decided, no, you know what? I'm just going to go in the studio and just start painting. And yeah, did the second layer. I have just been procrastinating so much with this piece, with all the health stuff going on and everything at the moment, and I'm just not motivated to paint. And I decided at 10 o'clock at night that no, you know what, I'm going to put a second layer on the painting and just go with it. Doesn't matter if I'm up till midnight. I'll just try to refine the background a little bit, and yeah, why not? It's been a while, so Jamie and Teresa came over for dinner and drinks night. Mum ended up popping in. It was a really great night together, which went into the late hours as per usual. And Teresa bought me this gorgeous little plant for not having been well. How cute is this? Even though I'll have to repot it because it doesn't have a lot of soil in there, and I'll probably put a succulent or something in it. But it's so cute, and yeah, it was just a great get together as per usual. Try this, Mum. Tell me if you want more juice.
Thank you.
Or whether it's okay like this.
All right.
Just try, tell me. Because I'll put more juice if you want.
No,
It's nice?
nice, beautiful.
Alright, very good.
Yeah, all right, you know.
Seems-
But not much.
But
nighttime, you know.
so she was serving
But
afternoon
sometimes the
tea
neighbors bring
when
the
she
dog,
like
I
the
don't know,
orientation
the
child came.
dog.
Walk him every day because Tony doesn't leave the house, Jamie. He doesn't go with Mum to the shop. He doesn't go do anything. I said, please take 10-20 minutes of your day, put him on a leash. It'll do you good. It'll do him good. Take him for a walk. Cheers. 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 Cheers.
I set the pressure on that, but the ones these days, they're automatic. They
Adjust to your.
Yeah, they monitor, and if they feel as though you're getting this.
Turn the chicken, get some rice on.
When you like flipping pans and that, if they got a metal pan. Yeah, I'm fine. He goes,
Okay.
I didn't ask that one day, and we had someone faint in the middle of the ICU. You don't make that chalk in the kitchen.
We're old school.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well, don't go calling the health inspector.
Under the health inspector, you want to go chalk in the kitchen.
Hey,
Well, don't go Dominus.
Not that kind of chalk.
I was trying to get through, man, you know? It was really stressful.
Free to air. So if you can capture that in any way, you got all the code, like you worked out all the codes and all the stuff for all the internets, for all all around the world.
Yeah.
And basically.
The following layer on the painting was the actual birch trees, the light and shadow on the birches, as well as some of their texture and some of the branching. I usually do a deep clean once a week, but because I've been unwell the last few weeks, I've just been doing the basics like the toilet and floors and stuff like that. But yeah, I wanted to get back on top of a really big deep clean. So I love watching reset videos, and I thought I'll film a little bit of the process of getting that done and sort of get the house back in order. Then on the painting I wanted to add all the shrubbery and the groundwork to basically cover the canvas fully. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the shrubbery and how all that sort of turned out.
Just into what it was.
I'm just adding all the darks, and then I'll add all the lights in here, and that'll be the groundwork.
Then one of the weeknight meals that we had this week was crispy skinned salmon in a garlic and herb butter with some pepper studded couscous and crisp green beans. We often have salmon just served with some buttery mashed potatoes, some asparagus, some hollandaise sauce, but this is just a bit of a different way to have salmon, and it's so simple yet so delicious. So for the salmon, we've got some skin on salmon fillets that we're going to check in a minute for any bones or any scales. And for the salmon, we're going to need some butter. Obviously it's garlic butter salmon, so we'll need a few cloves of garlic. I've got a couple of bird's eye chilies there. I've got a couple of tablespoons worth of fresh leaf parsley and some lemon that will go in once the crispy skin is done and we turn them over. We'll throw in these ingredients. I've got some water on for some top and tailed green beans that I'm serving on the side today, and the other side dish will be the pepper studded couscous. So we need the couscous, some finely chopped red capsicum, some stock, some onion powder, salt and pepper, and we're going to need some boiling water, 3/4 of a cup of couscous to a cup of boiling water, and that'll be it. So we want to get started with our couscous. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Some chicken stock powder, some onion powder, all the red capsicum, then a cup of hot water. Give it a good stir with a fork, and then we're just going to cover that with some cling wrap and just set it aside. Next is our salmon. We just want to check that it has no scales, which it does, so we're going to need to descale them. And we're just going to check for any pin bones by running our fingers along the flesh and along the sides. And if you can feel a little prick, you just want to pull that pin bone out like so. Now once your oil is nice and hot, we go in with the salmon. And a little bit of pepper. And we go in with some butter. Let that melt down nicely. And in we go with the garlic and the chili and with that lovely continental parsley. So we're keeping the skin nice and crispy. And then in we go with some lemon juice. And we'll throw our green beans into blanch with a little bit of salt in there. Now you can baste the skin a little bit with those lovely flavours. And we're ready to serve. And then you want to drizzle a little bit of that butter all over the couscous. And enjoy. It was so tasty, highly recommend. But then getting back to the painting this morning, I decided to finish up this piece. And all it really needed was some extra texture on the trees, some standout light details on the shrubbery. Nothing major really, just bits and pieces to add to it, and that finished up this piece. I'd like to work on a large scale square canvas next, but I have a lot of appointments, a lot of things going on. I'm still desperately trying to improve my levels and get back on top of everything, and they're sending me for kidney tests and all sorts of extra tests, so I'll probably take a couple weeks at least doing the next painting, especially considering it's a large scale. Jazz also has a little bit of time off work at the moment, so it's lovely getting to spend a bit of extra time with her. But that's what I plan to work on in the next couple weeks. Thank you so much for joining me on my art journey and life journey. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you will join me again next time. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have a great week or couple weeks, and take care of yourself. Thanks guys. Bye.